We are live in the NJCAA Network studio in Charlotte, North Carolina. An exciting start to March continues as we have bracket reveal number 2 of the day coming your way. It's the NJCAA Division II Men's Basketball Selection Show presented by Digital Scoreboards. 16 district champs are automatic qualifiers and 4 more squads join the field as at-large bids, with all 20 playing March 16th to the 21st in Danville, Illinois for the 32nd consecutive tournament at Danville area. I know the hosting team at DACC is fired up for another thrilling tournament, and this field is looking packed. It's a single elimination tournament with a consolation bracket for 7th, 5th, and 3rd place, and the bottom 8 seeds will have to play into the second round. All games are available by visiting njcaa.org/network. Okay, let's dive into this 20-team field with our opening first-round matchup, the number 16 and 17. 11 a.m. Central Time is when that one kicks off. First, the 16 seed. ASU Mid-South. The Greyhounds are back in the tournament field, having missed out the last 2 seasons. This year's team can shoot it from deep, though. 10.6 threes per game is 6th in Division II. Sophomore guard Philip Tillman has been a menace this year, averaging 19, 7, and 5 on the season, and he looks to stay hot in Danville. So ASU Mid-South will get the number 17 seed in the opening round. Lansing. The ladies hoops team made the women's tournament for the first time in 30 years, and now the men's team is back in business, winning a thrilling Great Lakes District C championship game in overtime to punch their ticket. This is a top 5 scoring team in the country, 95.3 points per game, led by Xander Woodruff, the sophomore guard, who is averaging 23 a game this year. So that's a fun 16 versus 17 matchup to kick us off, and the winner of that one will get the number 1 overall seed in the second round. Des Moines area. The Bears get the top spot following a dominant close to the season, 25 straight wins in a Region 11A championship to punch their ticket for the 3rd straight year. DMAC has scoring up and down the lineup, and the defense is stifling, limiting opponents to just 38.6% from the field. We'll chat with Coach Sanquist later in the show, but congratulations to Des Moines area getting the top spot in this tournament field, the 1 seed. Moving along, beneath them is the second round 8 versus 9 matchup. The number 8 is our first at-large bid into the field. Ellsworth. The Panthers had a strong season all year long, but had a really tough close, dropping 4 of their last 5 to tough competition. The season stays alive, though, and Ellsworth is back in the tournament field for the 2nd time in 3 years. This team is battle-tested and is top 10 in Division II men's basketball in both rebounds and assists, so Ellsworth, at large, the number 8. The Panthers will play the number 9 seed. South Suburban. The 2022 national champs are looking to return to glory, and this year's team might have the firepower to do it. As a unit, the Bulldogs are shooting 53% from the field while tallying 23 assists per game. John Pagatti has a really solid roster this year, highlighted by A.J. Abrams and his 23 points and 7 rebounds per contest. We keep on moving. Let's drop down to the second opening round matchup. It's the number 13 against the number 20. Number 13 seed, Davidson-Davie. The Storm are 2-time runners-up and are looking to make it back to the championship game for the first time since 2022. This year, DDCC put up a 27-win season with a deep roster, 6 players averaging 10 or more. They've done an outstanding job this year of limiting outside shots. Opponents are shooting just 27.2% from deep on the Storm this year. So they'll look to keep that up as the number 13, and they will play the number 20. Fort Scott. It's been a long time coming for the Greyhounds, but they punched their ticket for the first time since 2014, winning the Region 6 title. FSCC got hot at the perfect time, making a run through the region tournament and stunning both Johnson County and Allen. Congratulations to head coach Matt Glover, who in only his 2nd season has brought Fort Scott back to the national tournament. So an intriguing 13 versus 20 matchup, and the winner of that one gets the number 4 seed, who will be Pima. The Aztecs were last year's third-place finishers, and they have their eyes on the crown this year, playing a fun and fast brand of basketball that has dominated competition to this point this season. 32-0 on the year, averaging 105 points per game and leading the NJCAA in scoring, assists, steals, and field goal percentage. Returning sophomores on this team are now 67-1 on their career, the one loss coming in the tournament last season. But could this be the year that Pima breaks through to win their first Division II title? Time for the final game on the left side of the bracket. It's the 5 versus the 12, the 5th seed, Iowa Central. Another team that breaks a long tournament dry spell, the Tritons fought their way through a gauntlet of a schedule this year and came out on the other side as region and district champs. A really strong sophomore class leads this team, making up the 5 leading scorers, but plenty of talented freshmen on this roster as well. Excited to watch Iowa Central play in Danville. So that high-scoring machine gets the number 12. Schoolcraft. The Ocelots had a pretty thrilling Saturday afternoon, winning a dogfight in overtime against Kalamazoo Valley and claiming a district championship and a tournament berth. Tyler Robinson led the scoring with 19 points in that win, and the freshman forward has caused problems for teams all year long. When he and Javon Walker are on, Schoolcraft is a tough team to beat, so they are in as the 12. Let's flip sides of the bracket to the 15 versus the 18 matchup. The number 15 seed in this year's tournament is SUNY Orange. The Colts are Region 15 champs for the 3rd straight year. They punched their ticket to the 2nd straight tournament and 3rd over the last 4 seasons. It's the defense that stands out on this year's squad. Top 5 in NJCAA Division II in opponent field goal percentage, steals, turnovers forced, and opponent three-point percentage. So when you combine that with the way freshman Anthony Pacciarelli, aka AP Rowley, is shooting the basketball, SUNY Orange looks legit as the 15 seed. We'll see how they perform in the opening round against the number 18 team. Prince George's. The Owls return to Division II for the first time since 2010 last year, and in year 2 they are back in the national tournament mix following a 24-win season that culminated with a Region 20 championship. They've got really good guard play out of Willie Rivera Jr., who has 17.7 points per game as well as 3.1 assists per contest. So it's Prince George's against SUNY Orange. Winner of that one will take on the number 2 in the next round. Palm Beach State. The Panthers have rattled off 20 consecutive wins as part of their magical 32-1 season, which included the first conference title in 48 years. Head coach Tate Norwood has constructed the best defense in the nation, leading the NJCAA by only allowing 59 points against per game and holding opponents to 36.8% clip from the field. What a season for Palm Beach State, but can the Panthers keep it going in Danville? Next matchup is the 7 against the 10. The 7 seed is another at-large selection. It's Danville area. The hosts are back in the tournament for only the 2nd time since 2018 after a 25-4 season that fell just short with a loss against Parkland in the Region 24 championship. Hopes will stay alive for the Jaguars, though, who have a really balanced lineup and a bunch of different scorers. They get rewarded with a contest against a tough 10 seed, Mid-Michigan. Another team making history this year, the Lakers are tournament bound for the first time in program history. Head coach Caleb House's squad loves to shoot threes, averaging 11 made and 38 attempted per game. Both are first in NJCAA Division II. Freshman Zach Parks is one of 5 players averaging 10 or more points on this team, and we'll see how the Lakers shoot the rock against Danville area in their own gym. Moving right along, 14 against the 19, another first-round matchup. It is the 14 seed, Coastal Alabama North. The 3rd at-large selection put together a really strong season, winning the region championship but dropping a close contest in the districts to the number 2 seed Palm Beach State. The season stays alive for the Coyotes, though, who have been really impressive on the boards. Fourth biggest rebound margin in the country, in part because of the play of freshman Bryce Wilkins, who is averaging 13-9. Coastal Alabama North will play the number 19 seed, Rockland. Another team that is reaching new program heights, the Hawks took SUNY Orange to the wire in the region final before taking down Monroe CC in the East District B final. Rockland gets it done defensively, racking up steals and forcing turnovers, and freshman Jaden Chavis will be a player to watch in this tournament field, averaging 18 points and 10 rebounds on the year. Winner of those two will play the number 3 seed in the second round, Milwaukee Area Tech. The Stormers have now won the district title 7 years running, and this year's team has a lot of bucket getters. 104 points per game as a team, with 6 different players averaging double figures. That has helped them to a 30-3 overall record and a 23-game win streak. The 2023 national champ is back in contention as well, so look out for MATC as the number 3. 2 teams remain unannounced. It's the 6 and the 11. The 6 seed is our final at-large bid, continuing their season. Johnson County. The Cavaliers were a perfect 29-0 to open the year until Fort Scott played spoiler in the district semifinals. With the at-large selection, their tournament streak extends to 4, and number 6 is the best seed that they've been given in that span. So a good spot for Johnson County, who will play the number 11. The final team announced in this tournament field is the Parkland Cobras. The Cobras finished national runner-up in a heartbreaker last year, and since then the Eyes have been on the top. 26-7 the overall record this year, defeating a tough Danville area side in the Region 24 title to punch their ticket. Sophomore guard Jaden Martin is an electric scorer, averaging 21.3 a game. He'll lead the Cobras side back to Danville. So here is the full bracket. Let's start in the top left. DMAC is the number 1 overall seed. They'll await the winner of ASU Mid-South and Lansing in the second round. Beneath them is number 8 Ellsworth and number 9 South Suburban. First round matchup between Davidson-Davie, the 13, and Fort Scott, the 20. Winner of that gets number 4 Pima. Then Iowa Central and Schoolcraft, the 5v12. Opposite side, Palm Beach State is the number 2 seed. They'll get the winner of SUNY Orange and Prince George's, Danville area and Mid-Michigan in the second round. Coastal Alabama North and Rockland will compete to play Milwaukee Area Tech. And we wrap up with Johnson County and Parkland. Again, all of those games March 16th to the 21st on site in Danville, Illinois. Man, is this going to be a fun tournament. Do not go anywhere, though. When we come back, we chat with the number 1 seed head coach Blake Sanquist of DMAC. Talk to him about the team a little bit and what to expect going into Danville. And then after that, we'll chat with the committee chair, Mr. Dale Voss, on the seeding for this 20-team tournament. Don't go anywhere. We're back in a moment on the NJCAA Network.
For the last 87 years, the NJCAA has provided academic and athletic opportunities to thousands of student athletes. However, several rules make it more challenging for 2-year college transfers. Recently, 16 national coaches associations, led by the National Fast Pitch Coaches Association, sent a request for change to NCAA leadership to make the rules the same for all transfers. We commend their leadership and stand together in support of same game, same rules.
Welcome back to the NJCAA Network and our NJCAA Division II Men's Basketball Selection Show. Joining us now is the head coach of the number 1 overall seed. It is Coach Blake Sanquist. Thank you so much, and congratulations on getting that top spot.
I appreciate you guys having us on.
First things first, let's start there. Getting the number 1 overall seed, what's the excitement level with the team and pride for yourself in getting this top spot?
I mean, it's a really, really cool honor. And obviously there's a lot to still be played, but our guys have earned that with an incredible season. And kudos to our league. I think we had 5 teams almost ranked the entire season, so that's probably a big part of why the selection committee chose us number 1. But just excited to get out there to Danville and see what happens.
Yeah, it's going to be a competitive tournament for sure. 25 straight wins for you guys after that early season loss to Spoon River. How did you as a coach go about keeping all the guys focused during that run?
Yeah, it was honestly probably the best thing for us. And I know a lot of people will talk about, hey, you could have been undefeated, this and that. I disagree strongly. I think we would have slipped up along the way. And we had some close battles, especially in conference. And just kind of try to remind the guys of what it felt like to lose at Spoon River on that last second shot. And that's been a topic of conversation for our team. And we keep that at the forefront of our head and try to avoid that here in the near future.
So heading into Danville, you got the target on your back. Does the mentality change at all for this team, or are you going in the way you have been all season?
No, we won't change much. We won't change much. You know, it just becomes now it's, do or die. Your season is on the line, and we'll still take it one game at a time. That's been what we've been preaching to the guys throughout the season, and I'm just really proud of them. We had one returner coming in this year, so for us to be at this point, this group has really come together and is very connected.
All right, Coach, that's all I had for you. Any final thoughts before we wrap up?
I don't think so, man. We're just excited to get out there, and I know the people at Danville do a great job with the tournament, and we've loved being there in the past, and can't wait to get out there this weekend.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. Thank you so much, Coach Sanquist. Folks, do not go anywhere. When we come back, we talk with the Division II Men's Basketball Committee Chair to talk about the entire selection process. So stay with us on the NJCAA Network.
Good morning.
Why so serious? Great shot.
Car was 250. You got it.
Greenside bunker, land short.
Trust your line. There's plenty of green.
Breaks towards the water.
Lots of coaching today, huh? We're one up.
When you strive to be the best, you need the right insights. Zurich has insurance solutions and risk strategies to help prepare your business for tomorrow.
For the last 87 years, the NJCAA has provided academic and athletic opportunities to thousands of student athletes. However, several rules make it more challenging for two-year college transfers. Recently, 16 national coaches associations, led by the National Fast Pitch Coaches Association, sent a request for change to NCAA leadership to make the rules the same for all transfers. We commend their leadership and stand together in support of same game, same rules.
Welcome back into the NJCAA Network and our NJCAA Division II Men's Basketball Selection Show presented by Digital Scoreboards. Joining us now is the committee chair, Mr. Dale Voss. Thank you so much for hopping on with us.
For sure. Good to see you, Zach.
Yeah, let's start from the top. So what were the big talking points for you guys when building out this 20-team field?
So I guess I don't want to go too far without thanking my committee. So thanks to the Division II Men's Basketball Committee and also the couple of folks that represented districts on the polls all year. They worked really hard and all year, and then of course these last couple of days. So we knew coming in that from about the 7 or 8 spot all the way through 20 was going to be a challenge. And then as we got some upsets during the district tournaments, some of that made it easier, some of that made it harder. And, we struggled in those areas. And then, I think as folks have already seen, we had a challenge right at the very top with a couple of teams. So those were talking points. And then, the at-larges are fairly new, but I think this was as challenging of an at-large situation as we've had for a few reasons. So, we had some upsets in the top 10, and that made the first few easy. But that last at-large, I mean, we cut it back, and we still were discussing 5 teams. Into overnight Sunday night into Monday morning, and we finally got there. But we felt like we had 5 very deserving teams for that last spot, and that doesn't even include some of the teams that were deserving, but got eliminated a little bit earlier. So.
Yeah, a lot of late hours put in by you guys, and I think that goes to show the depth of this tournament field, talent-wise, top to bottom. So what excites you the most about what's to come in Danville?
Yeah, I think that's the exciting thing, right? I think I do think that at least on their body of work. Now, you get into tournament basketball, anything can happen, but it felt like DMAC and Palm Beach over the course of the year, held those 1 and 2 spots, and but boy, everybody else in the whole field have moved around all year. There are Milwaukee Tech has stayed up there. Johnson, Iowa Central, Ellsworth, Pima. Those teams have all hung in there, but they've also all moved around a lot. They were all of them were probably up in the 3 and 4 spots, and all of them were back in the 9 and 10 spots during the year. So I think it's going to be really, really competitive.
Yeah, me as well. I can't wait for it. Again, all those games streaming on the NJCAA network. Dale, any final thoughts before we wrap up?
No, I'm excited to get to Danville and see some great basketball, because it's going to be great basketball. So thanks, Zach. I appreciate it.
Yeah, well, thanks for joining us. Fans watching at home, don't go anywhere. When we come back, we'll go one final look at the bracket before putting the final touches on our NJCAA Division II men's basketball selection show. So stay with us on the NJCAA network.
As the second largest intercollegiate athletic association in the country, the NJCAA serves not only a pivotal role in college athletics, but in higher education. The NJCAA Foundation aims to move the association forward through resources, grant programs, and other special initiatives. Your gift to the NJCAA Foundation will make a difference and create opportunities.
Welcome back to Charlotte, North Carolina. Let's wrap up today with one final look at the bracket. Again, DMAC, Palm Beach State, Milwaukee Area Tech, and Pima, the top 4 seeds, waiting to see who they will play in the second round. ASU Mid-South and Lansing, Davidson Davie and Fort Scott, SUNY Orange and Prince George's, and Coastal Alabama North and Rockland are going to be those opening round matchups. And then in the second round, already confirmed, Danville area and Mid-Michigan, Johnson County and Parkland, as well as Ellsworth and South Suburban, and Iowa Central and Schoolcraft. Be sure to tune into this tournament. It is going to be a whole lot of fun. All games available to be streamed on the NJCAA network or in person at the Mary Miller Center in Danville, Illinois. Congratulations to all the teams that made it. Thanks everybody for tuning in today. Best of luck at this tournament, and we will see you there.